Edo Voice. Talk your mind.
Hello, my people. Welcome to Edo Voice.
The place where your opinion matter 100%. And you go talk your mind as it is hot.
Don't forget, my name is Nusarex Okuzuwa.
And I remain your humble girl, Etiosa Idemudia, Edo first daughter.
So today we will go back to the street. You know that's with the dwarf now.
It's time.
So maybe we call on Joy, may give us update.
Joy.
How
far now?
Yeah, waiting your call.
Hello and good day. I'm reporting live from the conference room at the Ministry of Education.
Wait, pause for there. You never notice something?
It be like say Joy dey speak Queen's English.
It can't be like say they speak. You know people the Queens they
corporate clothes.
You can't go wear suit.
Since when?
Joy, what did happen? You want choke? What did they really go on?
Anyway, like I said, I'm in the conference room of the Ministry of Education.
Okay. So maybe not because
I dey suspect.
Educational matter.
Education matter, I dey suspect. More let her talk.
It is true that the Primary 1 to GSS 3 is now being referred to as Basic 1 to 9, with the exclusion of the Primary 6 entrance exam.
You know, say where person know now they talk.
Yes.
I know what you can be primary, what you can be basic.
At our own time. Primary 1, primary, you reach one point, you go do primary 6 exam and the rest.
So can be basic. They don't change everything.
I don't understand. They change anyway.
That's why
we're here. Edo Voice. Thank God for Edo Voice.
That's why I like Edo Voice. Wetin dey confuse you, we go talk am.
Yes.
Wetin dey be like say they give you problem, we go still talk am. Today for this studio, hey God.
They're the founder of a lot of educational upliftment things.
The
Central things for education. She there with us. No, sir, now you go introduce her. Because they always jealous me when I introduce people.
No. That woman should be. Now me go introduce her. Now you dey introduce all the men. Let me introduce this woman.
After we introduce them, we no go come they speak pidgin. No.
Okay, based on
we go package.
Okay, that's
so
true.
So introduce her with better English.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, educational.
Hey.
I'm so sorry, my people. I'm so sorry. I've forgotten that we're talking about education. Right here in the studio with us, we have the Honourable Commissioner for Education, Dr. Joan Osa-Oviawe. Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
You're so welcome to
Thank you so much, man. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
We really appreciate you for coming to the studio.
Wetin dey happen now? Wetin dey shele? Why not they speak English to me? No say I be grassroots commissioner.
Okay.
Make the language of the people make I talk.
See what did happen? Because I wanted to go to another level. Commissioner said, no, come back to our music. People need to hear. Because for Edo Voice, we dey talk to the high and the low. So make una for understand that. Now, thank you, say we don't bring us back to our
level for here.
Too
much when you make our time to bless us with your presence today.
Yes, sir.
So as it affects education now, you know, with the years some kind things, some kind doings, Edo best, and what they call am. So we want to make you throw more light on what be Edo best and how the thing take affect, or should I say transform education in Edo State.
Thank you, Rex and Tionsa, for having me.
Thank you.
It's exciting to be here with you today. Mona not mind me on the mouth I get to. I will speak some pidgin, I will still speak English join now. So Edo best. When Governor Obaseki became governor in 2016, November, he talk say education is very important. He even used the Ogbonge words, what they call reenact. He say he won't reenact education for Edo, meaning that waiting they work before in the past, when Edo was like the bride of the whole country in terms of education, plus waiting we're supposed to do now, we will merge all of them together. And so in 2018, April 19, we can't start with what they call Edo Best. At that time, Governor Obaseki also talk and say, if he get 100 naira, he will spend 40 naira on basic education because the foundation is key. And so that was how it came about Edo Best, which stands for Edo Basic Education Sector Transformation. In June 2021, Governor Obaseki can launch what they call Edo Best 2.0. Okay. So Edo Best 2.0 now go from nursery school all the way to university. Okay. Because it now includes various levels of education, it not can get acronym again. You understand? So it's no longer Edo Basic Education. It is just Edo Best 2.0. And that Edo Best now means that for every level of education, Edo want to be number one. Wow. So it is now an aspiration, as the Igbo people will talk about. So we are aspiring to be best, whether in basic education, whether in secondary, whether in technical, vocational education, whether it's in polytechnic, university, everything.
Very, very. She don't. That is education speaking. She don't talk. She don't pieces the topic. You don't clear now.
Nice one.
So as you take talk, you inspire me. Get one follow-up question where I just want to throw. We're not today, far from waiting you talk. This number one where you talk. If you first still throw more light, do you mean say in terms of the syllabus, in terms of results sending to parents, is it in terms of their uniform, in terms of what really? Can a state be number one compared to another state?
Thank you, Etusa. I think for us, we want to be number one in terms of the quality of education where they provide. So this Edo Best where they talk now, we get 5 areas where we focus on. The number one are governance. So when we talk about governance, it's from the level of the ministry all the way to the school. So if I dey Benin, I need to make sure, say, for Ikakumo, for Akoko Edo, the farthest end of Edo State, say, waiting with they teach for Benin, now that they teach there. So that means that we can focus on school leadership to strengthen the capacity of our school leaders. Then there are other things under governance, but I'll just run through them. The second one are teacher professional development. We want to make sure, say, all our teachers, they get the training, on-the-job training, so that they will be aware of latest ways of teaching. In fact, when we started retraining teachers in 2018, many of them gave testimonials. Testimonials say some they had been in service for 20 years, 15 years, 25 years. They never got any training before. Wow. This was in 2018. So that has changed now. The third area of Edo Best is learning for skills. We want to make sure that our goal right now for Edo State be say, by the time your pikin, they finish KG3, you go sabi read. By the time when they come up from primary 1, you go sabi read and write. And those way they university, even if not degree they get for geography, they must understand geography. They must be able to have acquired the knowledge. Those way they polytechnic, if they elect, they should be able to fix things. So that's what the third pillar is about. Then the fourth pillar is about school environment. School environment is very important to Governor Obaseki. When we came in, there were many schools where they dilapidated. We have over 1,400 basic schools in Edo. We have done about 600. But it looks like say we never do anything. And then we can't get 297 secondary schools. So there's a lot that we need to do. So school environment is important to us. How to make sure, say, every child, when they won't make their come school every day. Then the fifth pillar, and then in addition to school environment, we are not only just looking at infrastructure. We are also looking at what in Oyibo they call psychosocial support. Some children, they will need counseling, especially for university. So if somebody is not doing well, they say that they get suicidal thoughts. We must have counselors in all our schools. Yes. And we've started that process. Where we do not have counselors, we now have what we call para-counselors, people where we train on how to be able to do some counseling. Then finally, the fifth pillar are values. Because at the end of the day, we want to say when a child is going to school in Edo State, regardless of the level of education, what are those Edo values where we want to imbibe in them? Because when we started in 2021, for secondary school, everything we the year be say school not scam, school not scam. You understand? Yes. And so we want to change the orientation of all our learners that school is not a scam.
Wow.
Indeed.
Wow. Not the
School not be scam at all.
Nice
Not be
one.
scam. If
Nice
not
one.
be school, we for no day here.
You don't understand.
They talk with the commissioner of education. If not be school, she herself no go dey here.
Exactly.
They give us words of wisdom.
So if you know say you get that thing for your head, change your orientation now. School no be scam.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I'm Joy Ogbede from Edo Voice. Please, what's your name, sir?
I'm Mr. Ojaide Robinson, the Vice Principal of this great institution.
Okay, so this is a government facility, is it not?
It is.
I'm actually surprised to see how beautiful this place is. And I want to know, has it always been like this?
No, it hasn't always been like this. But since the inception of the governor and being a man who believes in infrastructure and welfare of workers, he has done so much on these buildings. You can see that the painting is even less than a month now.
Wow. And I also observed that the teachers, they use tabs in teaching the pupils, and also saw some of the pupils with tabs as well. So what effects does this have on the education system here in Edo State?
Good. The use of tab is a new development in the system in Edo State. In fact, I think if I can thank the commissioner for that, we are one of the first schools to benefit from this system. And Edo State is #1 when it comes to digital education. And so we're giving this tab, and it comes with a lot of advantages. You don't have to use pen and paper to do your lesson notes anymore. And the stress of even writing a lesson note is no longer there. You get your lesson materials online, and you teach students online.
Wow.
You give them assignments online, they answer, and they also send it to you. You also mark them online.
So how would you describe the quality of education you get here at Edo College?
We have improved since the last time we were in the school as a student without the reinforcement of the scripted lesson by His Excellency Governor of Edo State. The reinforcement have made the students have a better quality of education.
How do you get taught here at Edo College?
After the reinforcement of the scripted lesson, the government gave them tabs and they used to teach us. While using the tabs, the government sent scripted lessons which are up to date in our syllabus. We write from the SS1, SS2, SS3, and it has helped us prepare for our JAM, WAEC, and ECO.
So you're saying that this has made teaching easier and you're able to cover your syllabus?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much.
What is the difference between the structure of the primary 1 to 6 style where we been they do,
Where the country to basic now.
and this basic 1 to 9 pattern?
That's a good question, Etiosa. Thank you. So this one where you ask me so now, not be Edo State government policy. Now federal government of Nigeria policy. And this policy, they about 25 years old.
That is
Yes.
to do the basic.
Yes. So even the federal government, where bring the policy, they don't forget. So that tells you in Nigeria some of the problems where they get between policy formulation and implementation. So when we start Edo best, because luckily for us, we get governor where they read. Governor Obaseki, they read well. So Governor Obaseki comes, okay, I'm gonna bring all on our policy, bring everything. He comes, okay, what is this disarticulation? So federal government, they call it disarticulation. So what this mean be say, at some point in the late 90s, they comes, or the early 2000, they call enact what they call the Universal Basic Education Act. So with Universal Basic Education Act, it now meant that the first 9 years of schooling is free and compulsory. So that's 9 years of basic education. It's free and compulsory. Then later, when they changed the Nigerian national policy on education, I think that was 2014, I'm not so sure. They can't say we must also now have 1 year of compulsory pre-primary education. So that means a child is supposed to start school at the age of 5, and then graduate at the age of 15. So when you don't finish GSS 3, at that time, you can read and write well. You have the skills where it will make you live a good life. Whether you want continue with education or you want just start your own, go learn trade. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So what was not happening, even with this federal government law, was that we still now had primary 6 exam. So you had a situation where children, they finish primary 6. Some not, they go GSS 1. And by law, that meant that they don't have basic education.
Okay.
Because basic education is supposed to end at basic 9, which is formerly GSS 3.
Okay.
So when we came in, we saw this, what they call anomaly. We had to fix it. And the reason we even come make us do them was that sometime last year, I said they bring our, what they call examination data. We can't notice, say, for primary 6 exam, over 90,000 pupils, they write them, both public and private schools. By the time we get to GSS 3 exam that same year, the number don't drop to like 65,000. By the time we get to SS3, it don't further drop to about 40-something thousand. So between primary 6 and SS3, or more than 50%, we don't know where they are.
Yes.
You know, some may have gone to other states or whatever, but there was a huge dropout, whatever ratio. So we're now looking at what could be some of those factors. We now looked at, in primary school, we have over 1,000 primary schools. Only about 297 junior secondary school. So how do we expect children in over 1,000 primary schools to fit into 297? So by the structure of separating primary school from JSS, we were limiting access to basic education. So we had to now quickly start implementing what, again, the federal government policy. All of this is tied under what they call disarticulation. Not be article, disarticulation policy. And so it's a matter of ensuring access to the majority of our learners in Edo State.
Wow. It's that we go give her shaka for this matter.
Yes, so
maybe we shaka like
personally,
her. This one a personal for you.
Please make sure your children get good education, because now them be the leaders of tomorrow.
Yes, so.
So as we don't talk and reach now, we do want just go stroll small, we'll go jollificate with our Honourable Commissioner. Will they come back?
Edo Voice. Talk your mind.
My name is Justice Osa-Oviawe, the Executive Principal of Edo College.
Thank you, sir. Okay, sir, we understand that Edo College is a one-stream school. How is Edo College managing with this recent policy of disarticulation, sir?
Government policies are usually done in good faith. No, there could have been some assessments and evaluation in the education sector. Most times, government does things for the good of that particular sector. So for Edo College, it's been a little bit of a challenge, but we just put on our taking cap and we are going around it. Edo College, like you actually mentioned earlier, it's a one-stream school where it runs from GSS 1 to SS3. With this disarticulation policy, it's going to be a senior school, SS1 to SS3. So you must understand that Edo College is also a full-fledged boarding school. All students are boarded. Invariably, there's going to be a shift in the number of students in the school. So, but our plans is that we're going to increase our intake into the senior secondary school, and that will complement the shortfall of the enrollment of the junior secondary school. So with that, we should be able to tag along.
Okay, sir. So this means that you would no longer, which is Edo College now, will no longer accept students from GSS 1 to GSS 3.
Obviously, that's what the policy dictates. The policy actually is a federal government policy that has to do with the enactment of a law that has been going on at the federal level. Some people will argue the federal government have not started, but Edo State is not going to wait for the federal government to make a good policy functional. So invariably, the government of Edo State, led by our visionary governor, have decided to take the bull by the horn by implementing the policy in the best interest of the education sector.
Hello, good day.
Good day, ma'am.
Okay, so I want to ask you, I'm sure you are aware that primary 6 exams, the certification has been removed and it's now basic 1 to 9. So what do you think about that?
For me, it's not nice because their common entrance is seen as a build-up for their first stage or the first stage of their lives. And also, they removing common entrance with make the students feel lazy, not expecting an exam after going through the classes, and it's somehow to me.
It's actually a good progress, and it's been done in other countries, so I'm very excited that we're having it here, and our governor being the first to initiate this is applauding, and it's a right step in the right direction, and I hope the implementation will be smooth. It's a good policy in place, and I really am looking forward to having my children having the certification in basic requirements. So it's not going to be primary 6 anymore, it's going to be basic certificate. I think it's a very good initiative.
We don't come back. Okay, yes, we don't come back, but we got to go. Commissioner, they very busy. My people, if you know we here, we go pull her out. You no go believe. We say, madam, we no go waste your time. Everything where she don't tell us, now for us now to act and say, okay, madam, thank you for coming. So, madam, once again, we say thank you.
Thank you.
No, so another time we go call you. Hope say you go still answer us. So.
Don't worry, anytime. Call me.
So, my people, don't forget that here we go call the curtain. My name still remains Nosarex Okunzuwa.
And I still remain your humble girl, Etinsa Idemudia, Edo first daughter.
Stop am now. Everything we know Edo first.
Do you why they jealous? Now me say may you not be Edo first son.
Madam, please can you just say bye? Like bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Commissioner bye.
Classy dad.
Talk your own.
They criticize me.
Bye. All your man will slack.